Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wardology. And today I have some more news about Battlefield 6, and this is good news today. So, somebody I'm gonna put on the screen, shout out to the person who asked it. Of course, I was advocating for it for a long time and finally got a confirmation from Mr. Serlin, right? So, the guy said that he asked a question and said that is the tick rate going to be at its supposed to be rate, which is 60 hertz, aside from 45 hertz in 2042. And Mr. Serlin responded. He said 60 is going to be 60 for now. And for now, I hope it's going to be like 60 and 90, upgrade to 90, but that might be too responsive for um, for this game at the moment because there's 56 weapons and stuff. It's a lot of tweaking that needs to be done unless they can be able to get, the spread patterns right for every single weapon or for, some weapons and have it kind of like BF4. Because y'all know from BF4, BF3 to BF4 or Hardline or, you know, probably even BF1 or maybe all BFs, right? Some guns have the same spread patterns as another gun, and some don't tell the difference. You just have a bit of unique characteristic to your individual playstyle and what you want to play in Battlefield. So I think that should also be a good thing. It's also a good thing and should be, into Battlefield 6 because, everybody likes to have their own identity of weapon choice for, Battlefield. I cannot see why not, right? And we're also going to get updated visibility for BF6 as well. So the updated visibility for BF6, right? It was a lot of times in BF6 in the beta and in the first ever Battlefield Labs that I ever played in. I think it was like 6 months back, 10 months back, whatever it was, right? I had a lot of problems seeing people on my screen, even with my glasses on, right? And hey, don't come for my eyes, bro. But still, it's a lot of um spots that you can't see, and the people who was exploiting the roof and getting on the roofs. I know y'all probably will see it in one of my previous videos if y'all go back. I don't remember which one, but it was probably 3 or 2 videos back that you can see people who was outside of the map on the roof, and it was actually very very hard to see him, and the only thing I could have seen him is with that diamond shape, instead of the Dorito shape icon on top of the person's skull or something to indicate that they're right there, right? Because I probably would have died anyway if I probably would have died if I had not seen that and just ran out there in the middle of the open, you know, and ego push, the person next to me, and then the person like 50 meters on the roof would have got me. Of course, y'all know, right? So, again, for the people in the back, for the casuals, for the people who don't look at, the statistics or anything about the game, it's not a big deal if you don't read anything about it, because we have people like me and other people who can tell you what it is, right? So the reason why 60 hertz is a very, very big and good and strong idea to have in Battlefield 6 is because in 2042, first off, you have mouse input, which means and the recoil bug, which means that when you aim your gun, it's going to jerk it's going to jerk your movement. It's going to jerk your aim, and it's going to break your arm in real life because you have to like make micro adjustments and you can't do that. So you're like tweaking at the same time, and it ruins the gameplay as well as when you're shooting somebody multiple times and none of the bullets are registering on the target. that you are shooting at, right? And that is a very, very nice start to having a good optimization for Battlefield. We are hearing that it's going to be more optimized in general for Battlefield 6. Heard that it wasn't going to be over 100 gigabytes, however many, just like 2042. It was going to be like 70 something gigabytes, and I heard some people on PlayStation had like 30 gigabytes for some odd reason. I don't know if they're able to do that like for like the base game, and then when they add season 1 content, season 2, etc., then yeah, it can possibly be a very, very big thing for Battlefield, man. You need optimization in a game like this. You see all this destruction, of course. Dice already knows they're doing a good job that we see at the moment, right? But just going to explain it for y'all, right? We see all this destruction. If you're running good, you can probably run a game like this on not a potato computer, but a computer that you just got off the market, right? You can just do whatever you can to load those settings down, and you can play well, right? With all the tick rate and everything going, perfectly. It will be optimizable friendly because it's going to be a lot of new people coming for Battlefield, as we heard that it's going to be 5.5 million copies going to be selling, or probably 7 million copies, right? 7.5, what I heard. It's going to be sold on the first week, right? So there's going to be a lot of people trying to run the game at the same time. Of course, we're going to have queue times and whatnot. If they fix that, great. That's also another reason why server browser is good. We are getting a server browser for Portal only, so of course we're going to get a server browser, but it's going to be mixed in with Portal. Y'all know I have my ideas and my suggestions on how to make that way better, instead of just putting the server browser in with the people who customize their own different maps for the community and whatnot. So Battlefield is back. For Battlefield is going to be back in about 5 days by the time I'm recording this, and it's going to be a fun time to stream it for y'all, to get into these games and do these people like how I'm doing them in the background, right? And it's going to also make the community more, vibrant, because 2042 is a dead game. A lot of people going to do whatever they're going to do when Battlefield 6 drops. I already did what I had to do. It's over for me. I completed my challenges. It's gone, right? So it's not necessarily all I want to say for this video. There's some more stuff to talk about, right? And squad reinforcement is not playing at the moment, and also a lean. I do want to talk about this for a little bit. Will like a manual lean versus a lean and peak be better for on Battlefield 6 compared to each other? In my opinion, the only game that had lean was BF5, I think, right? BF5 is considered the best movement, you know, game in the franchise by the majority of the community, right? And I haven't really heard anything bad about the lean. It just takes up more binds on your keyboard and probably more button binds on your controller. So I don't necessarily know. It can be good for Battlefield if they can implement it well, but right now I think a better peak, better lean to peak is good. But yeah, um, it just need to have a lot of changes for manual lean. So I think that's good for the game, right? It's good for the game. They also change a lot of things about the HP. You get more HP. You get faster HP regen. I think 15%. I hope I'm not wrong. but about 15%. And you get a lot of other things, right? So that is all I'm gonna say for this video. Hope you like, share, subscribe, and just know that 1 week in time, Battlefield 6 is coming back. You know, get whatever you want out of this game. You don't have to be a pro. You don't have to be a competitive player. You don't have to be anything above what you want to play. And if you want to be those type of category players, those type of players in those type of categories, right? Then consider yourself sold because, we have people like me again and other people to show you the way in making Battlefield suitable for you, right? So again, hope you like, share, subscribe. I will be streaming this game on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. I don't know on the first day. Just want to give y'all a heads up. But again, even if it's not on the first day, still going to show y'all love and drop content for y'all. So yeah, that's all I want to say. And I'm out.